If you recognize yourself, stop playing for a moment, and watch this. Are you a chess beginner who keeps losing as black? This video is for you. Today in this video I'll show you how to deal with the most popular and most annoying beginners openings. And let's start with a good old-fashioned, Wayward Queen attack. The Wayward Queen attack is one of the most popular beginner-level openings. According to the Lichess database, the move Queen to h5 was played over 35 million times by beginners, and only a few dozen times at the master level. It looks scary, but in reality, it's not accurate at all. With the right moves, black is completely fine. But how to play this opening? White opens up with a pawn to e4, black responds e5, after which white plays the queen to h5, attacking e5 and f7 pawns. Many beginners may panic here. If black pushes the pawn, trying to kick out the queen, you simply take the e5 pawn with a fork of the king and the rook, and white is winning. But if black defends the pawn, you play bishop to c4 threatening checkmate on f7 square, and if they play something like knight to f6, you deliver a checkmate. But is this opening work? Well, let's try it against a 300 ELO player on chess.com. The game started with e4, e5, queen h5, and my opponent played a very strange move bishop to b4. This move does nothing. And yes, I could just take the e5 pawn with check, but I went for the king and played bishop c4. My opponent plays move d5, tries to block my bishop, but this is just a free pawn. And here my opponent blunders, and I mate them. And stop. Didn't you say that this opening is garbage? And if it is, why do I keep losing as black? Stop beating around the bush. Explain how to defend against it. Okay, fine. Imagine white just played queen h5. What to do? At first, stop panicking. Then defend your pawn with a knight to c6. Bishop c4? Not the problem. You push g6. If they still want to touch your king, block that with a knight to f6. They cannot take your pony, queen defends it. Now, if they play a random move, you play knight to d4 with a fork, forcing the queen away, and this position is very good for you. But if they stop you, just play a normal development and castle your king. This position is very good for you. And now let's play it against a 400 ELO chess.com player. As you can see, we have a dominant position from the opening. So let's easily convert this game. Easy. What do we have next? Fried liver attack. Fried liver attack is a very aggressive opening for white which comes from Italian game if black played knight f6 on move 3. The main idea of this opening is the fork of the queen and the rook on the f7 square. According to the database, move knight g5 that set up the FLA is the most popular move for beginners and intermediate level, and the second most popular move on masters level. Let's play it against a 400 ELO chess.com player. Knight takes, that is a mistake. King takes, queen f3 check. Pay attention. If they played king g8 that would lead to the checkmate in 2 moves. King to e6, knight to c3. From here, black is simply lost. Let's convert this game.
Check. And in this position, you sacrificed the rook!
Okay, I got it. What about defense? Defend against it very easily, you don't need to know much. In this position, you just need to play d5, simply sacrificing the pawn, and then play the knight to a5, bishop checks, c6, pawn takes, bishop d3, knight d5. That's all. Now you just develop your pieces and castle your king. Yes, you are down a pawn, but the position is equal, because you have fast development. And if they did not play bishop check, you just take the d5 pawn, attacking the knight, and you're much better. Is this working? Well, this question can be answered only by a 400 ELO player. Alright, next. Italian game. The Italian game is an extremely good opening. I really recommend you play this opening. The Italian game is played by e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and the bishop c4. This is the most popular opening in all of chess. Move bishop c4 was played over 266 million times. I'm gonna show you how to play against it right away. Basically you have only 2 best choices here, knight f6, the most accurate choice, but if you don't want get fried liver, it's better to play bishop to c5. And yes, please do not play h6, the anti-fried liver. For God's sake, if you so scared of fried liver, play bc5. bishop c5. Here, white's choices are castling, d3, and knight c3. Pretty much on all responses, you just play knight to f6, d6, and castle. Also, if you played knight to f6 and they played d3, you can play h6 to prevent the pin. And I will not show you the game, that's not necessary, you can just try it out on your own. Next. For knights opening. For knights it's also a very popular opening. According to the database, this position was achieved over 64 million times, and that only on Lichess. Here, everything depends what white is gonna play. If they play bishop c4 you can sacrifice the knight. If they take, you play d5 with a fork, and they have to give up a pawn and play bishop to d3, because sacrificing the bishop with the idea to win the pawn is bad. If they play d4, you take, they take, bishop before with a pin, takes, takes, bishop d3, castle, castle, d5, takes, takes, and if they played bishop to b5, knight d4, takes, takes, e5, takes, 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 takes. Now you bring out your pieces and castle your king. And last but not least, London system. London system is a d4 opening, and a lot of the beginners hate it, so let me show you a defense. I like to show my favorite anti-d4 setup. Important. You cannot pre-move it, you have to make sure that your opponent plays the setup. If your opponent plays something different, respond to him. Again, I'm just showing you the main idea. Alright, d4, d5, bishop f4. After castling, you play b7 with an idea to fianchetto your bishop on this diagonal. And here you play knight bd7 with an idea to play c5 or e5. And that's all the setup. That's all I want to show you today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And have a good one.
Gotham on the mic, I'm about to checkmate all these clowns. I'm the internet's chess teacher, class in session, so sit down.